You know what's even cozier than a crackling fire? A nice warm hug. And she's got... I'm back, and today I'm going to be checking out something new that was sent to me for free, and I'm pretty excited about this, not gonna lie, so that I can try them out and let you guys know what I think of them. And when I say them, I am referring, of course, not so much of course, because you didn't know this, to video games! That probably sounded really crinkly, but I'm pretty excited because as far as I know, I suck at video games, and to be honest, I don't know why, but the super rare games people must have thought that I was okay when I checked out the last one they sent me, which was the Graceful Explosion Machine, otherwise known as Gem, and I loved that game. Like, I always tell the truth in these reviews, in case anyone ever wonders if I'm like just in someone's pocket. The answer is no. I have never actually done a review for money, and I always tell the truth, and if they won't let me tell the truth, then I just say no to the product. Take a breath, Jen. So when I say I loved that game, although I was crazy frustrated with it and apparently didn't notice that there was in fact a little lifesaver tab that I could have saved myself with pretty early on, by the way. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you should probably check that video. I really did like that game, is what I'm getting at, even though I sucked at it. And since then, I've actually made it to the second world. It took about a month and help from my son and husband and about 200 deaths, but I did it, and I still love it just as much as I did the day that I tried it, because the graphics were beautiful, the music was great, and you could literally pick that game up at any point and start playing, which I thought was pretty cool, because usually if I start a game and I'm into it for a while, I forget what happens if I put it down, because my brain is fleeting. I'm sure I can't be the only one with that though. Like, have you ever played a game so long and then you get really busy with work, or maybe you went vacationing or something, and then you come back to it and you're like, I can't remember what I was doing. That is literally me all the time. So for that reason, I really liked that Graceful Explosion game, and now I'm excited to try out these games here, which they sent me. And to be honest, I see World of Goo, but I'm not completely positive what the others are yet, because they just sent me some random ones, which is awesome. And if you don't know who Super Rare Games are, they make physical copies of download-only games, and they're in limited runs. So if you like anything that you see here today, just know chances are it could be completely sold out already, because sometimes they only make like 4,000, 1,000, whatever, or it could still be available but in very limited supply, because usually people pre-order these. What I'm getting at is, if you like anything you see here, or the idea of owning physical copies of typically download-only games, then you might be interested in checking out Super Rare Games as a whole, because they not only make those, but they include little extras, which I didn't realize last time, and I thought that they were cards for the game, like an amiibo or something, but realistically they're collector cards. That's my spiel on Super Rare Games. Not that they asked me to say that, but I feel like if you're into gaming or collecting, you might want to know that if you didn't already. And I'm gonna stop talking now because I'm just kind of, yeah. So anyways, let's see what they sent me. The person who's not a super cool, fancy, established gamer getting games. I feel special. I mean, I am special. I want to say my mom tells me I am. She doesn't though. My mom doesn't call me. Mom, if you're watching, you should probably call your daughter. It's rude to ignore. Anyways, I feel special. Back to that. So the first game I have here is Little Inferno, and it's got a black case with a match in the center. It comes packaged in a clear plastic bag, and it says Super Rare Games on a sticker on the front. Take it out. And all of these are for the Switch, by the way. Whoop, 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 whoop. Along with my game, they have sent a larger Super Rare Games sticker, as well as those collector cards. So this one is just a Little Inferno Super Rare literal picture of the Switch product. This one here is 8-Bit Nate. This one is Miss Nancy. And the last one is Sugar Plumps. Now, to be completely honest, other than Animal Crossing and a few demos of Pokemon Cafe or the classic Nintendo games that you can get from the Switch Online, I haven't really played my Switch with any other games, excluding that Graceful Explosion one that I checked out last time and Paper Mario. So, truth be told, I'm not familiar with any of these characters, and I won't be until I check out the game. But it's still pretty neat that all this is included. So, what kind of game is this? Little Inferno is an unusual game filled with surprise and wonder, and even better the less you know about it before playing. I guess I'm gold then. Congratulations on your new little Inferno entertainment fireplace. Throw your toys into the fire and play with them as they burn. Stay warm in there, it's getting cold outside. Burn flaming logs, screaming robots, credit cards, batteries, exploding fish, unstable nuclear devices, and tiny galaxies. An adventure that takes place almost entirely in front of a fireplace, about looking up, up, up out of the chimney and the cold world just on the other side of the wall. I can't tell what type of game this is. It doesn't sound like an RPG and it doesn't sound like a puzzle game or a platformer, so that should be interesting, but it is 1 to 2 players and has a PEGI rating of 12 for the people who are interested in knowing that sort of stuff. The next game is... Dun, 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 dun. Drum roll, please. That's lacking drum roll. Come on, bubble wrap, do your job. Come on. I look like a failure right now. Okay, drum roll, please. Super rare games, you need better bubble wrap. Just for my selfish reasons. So the second game, back to this, is Smoke and Sacrifice. Once again, it comes wrapped, sealed with a sticker on the front that says Super Rare Games. And inside we have the Switch game, a sticker, and another pack of cards. Wait a minute. Oh, I just realized the Super Rare Games sticker that we get each time is different, and the background artwork is based on the actual game. Oh, well that's kind of cool. I'm glad I noticed that. See how observant I am? Okay, this time our cards are, of course, the first one is the Switch card showing Smoke and Sacrifice. The second one is the Feral Child. This one is apparently Bacon, although it looks like a robot. And the last one is just 2 creatures. They're kind of like griffin chicken birds. And although I have no clue what they are, they do look pretty cool. Maybe we can find out if I read the back. Smoke and Sacrifice is an open-world, narrative-driven RPG where exploiting living ecosystems is the key to your survival. Ooh. Craft, fight, survive, and explore the huge open world in this beautifully hand-painted gothic adventure where every character has their tale to tell. Sashi's home is one tiny patch of fertile land which remains in an icy wasteland of the world. Her farming community thrives thanks to her devotion to the blazing sun tree, which replaces the lost light of the failed sun. After sacrificing her firstborn child to the sun tree, Sashi discovers a darker secret beneath the aura of priestly benevolence. Will she discover the truth hidden in the secret underworld or perish in its swirling deadly smoke? I don't know, but I have goosebumps now. Either that's a really great story or I read with narrative flair. I'm going with that one. My arms are already hairy enough. We don't need to draw attention to them. Shut up, Jen. With the odds stacked against her, strange creatures challenging her every step, and the ever-looming smoke waiting to steal life and memory, will Sashi ever discover the truth of what happened to her son? Wait, son? The son? Or her son's son? I'm so confused. Oh, after sacrificing her firstborn child. Will she ever discover the truth about what happened to her son? Well, you killed it. You sacrificed him. You know what happened to him. Or did she, like, sacrifice him to give him up? And he could be alive somewhere. What kind of sacrifice are we talking here? Well, I guess that's why I gotta play the game. That's thinking with my kidneys, folks. Moving on to the third game I was sent. We're not even gonna bubble wrap drum roll this time because this bubble wrap has no chill. Oh, I dropped my sticker, hold on. Whew, got it. Here is our super rare sticker. It's got the artwork for the game on the back. And here is the actual game, Old School Musical. It looks kinda koozical. No, that was bad. Let's just open the cards first. I like to feel like nothing, really. I was gonna say I like to pretend I know what the characters are before I look at the game, but by the end of the time I look at the game, I still don't know, so that was pointless, and I'm still talking. I'm just gonna stop. Okay, so the first one is, of course, the Switch and the name of the game, Old School Musical, Super Rare Games. The second one is Tib. Third is Big Mama. And the fourth one is a half-naked dude. Wait a minute. Hold on, I just saw something. Hold the phone. I could know about some of these. Did they all say this? Wow, I'm super intelligent. Underneath each card, there's a blurb about what it is. Okay, so Tib is Rob's older brother. Also don't know who Rob is, so that was kind of pointless. He is very intelligent and dreams about adventures far from home. So that wasn't super helpful, but it's still info. Big Mama is the mother of Tib and Rob. She raises her children rough on her desert island. Cool. And hairy chest dude has no info whatsoever. Why is there animated characters and then like a real life dude? Ah, my sticker again! Old School Musical does not want to belong in my hand, but it's fine. It's fine because I've got it anyways. And it's got a PEGI rating of 7. So I'll show you what's in my hand. Yes, what is this game about? Apparently it could be 1 to 4 players, and it says Tib and Rob are the heroes of a wacky adventure that will teach them where all of the bugs in their favorite games come from. Because who doesn't want to know where all the bugs come from? Have you ever played a rhythm game before? Have you? Well, this is like that, but much better. Those are big words. With each note, you are responsible for the success of our 2 heroes' quest. Swing your sword and shoot with your spacecraft to the beat of chiptune tracks from Dub Mood, Zabutom, Hello World, Yapanico or Yapaneko, and Le Plankton. There's 60 chiptune tracks, awesome DLCs, a story mode with 19 nutty levels, and multiplayer mode with up to 4 players, and chickens. They literally list that. It's got the 60 chiptunes tracks. Awesome downloadable content, okay? Story mode with 19 nutty levels, up to 4 players, and chickens! Chickens. Oh my gosh. I'm not even playing them yet, and I'm having so much fun. I really liked that package. And before we move on, just because I now know you can learn at the bottom of these cards, I'm gonna quickly check them out so that I don't forget. So for Smoke and Sacrifice, we had 8-Bit Nate. He had the cool square glasses. His said 8-Bit Nate, currently on the forums awaiting the release of the update with pink logs. Next was Ms. Nancy. And her card said, you know what's even cozier than a crackling fire? A nice warm hug. And she's got... I love it. Lastly, we have Sugar Plumps. It's me again. It smells like something's burning. Did you get a little Inferno fireplace too? Oh my god, we can be besties. Let's burn our stuff together. Yeah! I didn't snort, you snorted. Okay, wait, what was the other one? Oh, I almost forgot. Smoke and Sacrifice. Okay, there was the Feral Child, and this card says she escaped the mines and ekes out a precarious life in the swamp. And then we had our robot named Bacon, and this one says a lone abandoned robot still monitoring the shattered remnants of industry. Kind of reminds me of WALL-E. WALL-E. It's one of my favorite movies. And now that I've collected and composed myself like a true professional, we will move on to the very last game that I was sent, which is much bigger than the others, and it is World of Goo. It looks like it's in a collector box. It says World of Goo on the side. Number 27. Wait, are all these numbered? Oh, okay. So if you knew this somehow, you could have been collecting all the super rare games and they would have been numbered. So Little Inferno is number 31, Old School Musical is number 36, Smoke and Sacrifice is 25, and World of Goo is 27. I'm gonna have to check to see what my Graceful Explosion machine was. Just like the other games, this one is also packaged in a transparent sleeve with a sticker sealing the front. And it still comes with collector cards and a Super Rare Games sticker, once again with the artwork for World of Goo on the back. And this is the box I was sent. It's basically as thick as 2 of the regular Switch games, and that's because there's a Switch game in there and what looks like a metal case. But the entire thing is just in a cardboard sleeve with artwork on the back and front, and it says 2D Boy. So once again, I have never played this game, and I also don't believe I have any of the collector boxes for any Switch games. Do I? Oh, that's not helpful. All my Switch games are upstairs. I do have collector boxes for other systems, but I don't think I have any for the Switch games. I'm gonna take off the plastic and open our game. They just slide out of the bottom or top, and inside we have our World of Goo. And since it's already in my hand, we'll check out the back of this one first. It's got a PEGI rating of 3 and supports 2 players. So it says, you can't stop progress. The millions of Goo balls who live in the world of Goo are curious to explore, but they don't know that they are in a game or that they are extremely delicious. Welcome to the multiple Game of the Year award-winning puzzle game World of Goo. Drag and drop living globs of goo to build structures, bridges, cannonballs, zeppelins, and giant tongues. Interesting. Not weird at all. Underneath the game, we have a really cool postcard which has World of Goo artwork on it. On the back it's white with just a little World of Goo guy in the corner. And we also have this cool collector's edition, I'm assuming, World of Goo metal or aluminum switch case. I'm not completely positive because this is not my area of expertise. So on the front it looks like either a sunset or a sunrise. It's orangey and golden and yellow, and there are tall things looking out of a giant telescope with an eye, and it says World of Goo. And on the back it looks like some little blobs themselves are watching a movie. And inside it is plastic, and we have some artwork in the back and a little spot to hold our Switch game. And since we're done with that, we can move on to our cards. Once again, starting with the first one, which is just the Switch game and the name and super rare games, followed by Burning Man. Out with the old, in with the new. That's what I always say. Next we have Fisty's Bog. And it says, Fisty swore he'd never be like those other tadpoles. And lastly, we have the same image that's on the tin. That's pretty cool. And now I can't decide which game I want to play first. So if you want to have any say in that, then drop your vote below. Is it going to be Little Inferno, Smoke and Sacrifice, World of Goo, or what was the last one? Old School Musical with the hairy-chested dude. I'm kind of scared. And just before I end this video, I want to let you guys know that each and every single one of these cases, comes with a little manual, has internal artwork inside the case. And I'm only mentioning that because I don't think every single game out there does. Or maybe they do and I'm just unaware, but I do remember reading that on the little card they sent me last time as if it was supposed to be something special. So maybe it is. And now you know. And so far I only pulled the plastic off Little Inferno, and this one is Old School Musical. So once again, we have a little booklet and some artwork. That one's pretty neat. It looks like a galaxy and a ship flying in space. This one is Smoke and Sacrifice. Inside we've got the manual, and here's the artwork, and it looks sort of like a map, or at least from what I saw that far. Yep, it looks like a map. And the little manuals are full color and have a really nice quality image. Is this taken directly from the game? If so, that's something to look forward to. And lastly, again, is World of Goo. Oh, inside this one we get no booklet. We just have the imagery. But that's because it's inside. No, it's not. There's no booklet. I was gonna say it's inside here. Is there no booklet? Okay, World of Goo gets no booklet. I don't know, I just work here. All I know is I intend to take care of the stuff that I do have that came with it, so I'm just gonna stick all the collector cards within the case so I don't lose them. And if I come across a manual that I just somehow missed, I'll add that too. Okay guys, that is it for the 4 different games that I was sent from, wait, that's 3, hold on. The 4 different games I was sent from Super Rare Games. And just remember, if there was anything you were interested in here today, I'd suggest checking out the Super Rare Games website, because although they only have a limited run and a limited supply of each of the games, some of these could still be available. And while you're there, you'd be able to see what's coming up and possibly pre-order it if that's your jam. And yeah, if you know somebody who loves video games, more specifically, at least for today, Nintendo Switch games or download only games now, hard copy, physical copy, whatever you want to call them, then please share this with them because they might like seeing them. Probably not. They'd probably go to a more reputable source, but share it anyway, because maybe they'll like it and we won't know until you try. And if you enjoyed it yourself, then please make sure you remember to comment, like, and subscribe. You can let me know down below what you liked or didn't like about today's video, and if it was that I really suck at talking about video games, then just keep it to yourself, because that's just mean and I already know that. Oh, and also don't forget to leave a comment down below if you wanted to contribute to the overall score of which game I try out first. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.